Augustus had brought peace to Rome, but peace always comes at a price.
The Republic was gone, and in its place stood an empire ruled by a single man. For the first time in centuries, Rome's destiny depended not on its senate or its people, but on the will of its emperors. Under Augustus, Rome flourished. The legions were disciplined, the provinces were secure, and trade routes stretched from Spain to Syria. Temples, theaters, and aqueducts rose from stone, turning Rome into a city of marble. The empire entered a golden age, the Pax Romana, 2 centuries of relative peace and prosperity. But behind the grandeur was a dangerous truth. Stability now depended on succession. Augustus ruled wisely, but who would follow him? When he died in 14 CE, the title of emperor passed to his adopted son Tiberius, a man capable but cold whose rule grew darker over time. Suspicion and paranoia crept into the imperial palace. The Senate still existed, but its power was hollow. The age of absolute rulers had begun. After Tiberius came Caligula, remembered not for his achievements, but for his madness. Once beloved by the people, his behavior turned erratic, cruel, and unpredictable. He declared himself a living god, spent vast fortunes on personal luxuries, and ruled by fear until his own guards assassinated him in the heart of Rome. Then came Claudius, an unlikely emperor, stammering, limping, underestimated. Yet he proved surprisingly effective. He expanded the empire into Britain and reformed administration. Still, even his rule ended in betrayal, poisoned by his own wife, Agrippina, who sought power for her son, a young man named Nero. Nero's reign would become a symbol of corruption and excess. Charismatic yet cruel, artistic yet tyrannical, he saw himself as an actor, a musician, even a god. Under his rule, Rome burned, quite literally, as fire ravaged the city. He blamed the Christians, beginning one of history's most infamous persecutions. His enemies closed in, and Nero ended his life with a final, desperate cry. "What an artist dies in me." By the year 69 CE, Rome was in chaos again. 4 men claimed the throne in what became known as the Year of the 4 Emperors. Civil war swept through the empire until Vespasian, a seasoned general, emerged victorious. He restored order and began construction on one of Rome's most iconic landmarks, the Colosseum, a symbol of imperial power and public spectacle. Rome had survived madness, assassination, and war. The empire was stronger than any one man. The system Augustus built endured, shaping centuries of history to come. The emperors who followed would expand Rome's borders even further, to the edges of the known world. But with expansion came new challenges. Power was growing, yet unity was fading. The golden age of emperors had only just begun, and so had the cracks that would one day threaten the empire itself.